Hello there and welcome to Wimbledon in southwest London, home to the world famous tennis championships. Today I'm in Cannizaro Park, a hidden gem which serves the community very well. It is a bit of a winner and a champion, so I'm looking forward to showing you around this park. Now I'm without my usual doubles partner, which some people may view as an unforced error, but I'll do my best to show you around well enough for two people.
All that's left to say is welcome to London's best parks. Now play that funky theme song. Cannizaro Park might just be London's best park, and I look forward to exploring it together. Now, on the day that I was actually filming this episode, I heard a small child proclaim loudly and excitedly to his father, "Oh my God, Dad, it's Disneyland!" And I couldn't help but think to myself, that child was totally wrong. You don't need Mickey Mouse running around in costume to make Cannizaro Park a special place. But more on that in a moment. For now, I would like to ask you to consider joining Team Tanuki by clicking the subscribe button below. It is free and easy to do so. We release new videos every Friday, and if you do subscribe to the channel, then Jenny will stop trying to steal your cat. Seriously guys, I think she might have a problem. But back to today's video. Cannizaro Park opened in 1949 to the public, as you can see from this black and white photograph. Today there is so much to love in the park, whether it is the walking trails, the champion trees, the aviary, or the Italian garden. It has features to make other parks feel super jealous. One of the loveliest things about this park is just how big it feels when you walk around. It is very easy to spend a full day exploring and getting lost. This is due to having both manicured areas as well as natural woodland. In that natural woodland you will find some wonderful little creatures keeping busy in the sun. You can pretend to be David Attenborough as you watch the creatures doing their things in the forest.
Just listen to that bird song, wow. Very musical. I wish I could sing like that. Bamboo, ooh, 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 ooh. You might be watching this and wondering what the difference is between a good park, a great park, and the best parks. It is, after all, called London's best parks. For me, it is a mixture of things. It's the kind of overall vibe you get when you're in the park, how much time you want to spend there, the level of kind of escapism it offers. However, one thing that I really like is the lake, the pond, the splash of water, the space for ducks. I just love this. It's so cool. This one is really nice. It's really natural looking and it's surrounded on all sides by leaves and trees. And you know what? I am a pond man. I am just like the 11th Doctor. I am absolutely crazy about ponds. And that one is for all the nerds out there. Another unusual aspect or feature of Cannizaro Park is the aviary. In this park, there is the last remaining aviary in London. So we're about to go over there and see it and meet Anne, who is a splendid lady who runs the aviary. Let's go.
Hello, my name's Anne. I'm one of the trustees of the Friends of Cannizaro Park, and I run the volunteer group. I started the volunteer group here in the park, and I've got gardening volunteers, and behind me you can see the aviary which I manage. And my volunteers are out this morning, lovely sunny morning, doing a spring clean of the aviary. I'm pretty sure we're the only aviary in London Park now, so it's rather precious and special to us. Well, we did a survey actually in September, October, I think, asking people what they found so special about this park.
Okay.
And actually, it was the serenity, the tranquility, the variety of landscape that you saw when you came that really drew people. That was the most important. And then there were people who said the trees are spectacular here actually, and people would come for that. I think there's always the different sorts of parks I think are important. For example, we don't have a playground for children, whereas Wimbledon Common they do, but it's got something different to offer, and I think you can't have too many parks. It's quite a well-kept secret, Cannizaro Park, because if you didn't know it was here, and a lot of people who live in SW19 don't actually know it exists, you have to look for it. So it doesn't advertise itself that way. And that's part of the enjoyment, that it's not everybody who comes here. It's not so overcrowded.
It's a hidden gem.
Yes, a hidden gem, absolutely.
As it is London's last remaining aviary, I suggest that we all go on social media and make a bit of a fuss about it. That's right, I'm encouraging you to tweet.
So yeah, Cannizaro Park is definitely worth coming to. It's a fantastic hidden gem tucked away in Wimbledon. There's so much to offer here in quite a relatively small space. There's parkland, there's woodland, there's insects, there's unusual birds, unusual mammals. There's all these spaces like this where I am at the moment, the Italian garden, which is kind of left over from when it was a country retreat. And it's a really lovely place to just sit down for a while, relax and enjoy the rare British sunlight. Thank you for watching London's Best Parks. In the meantime, goodbye from me, goodbye from Jenny.
But I wasn't in this one.
Bye.